What's up everyone, Akers here, bringing you a tutorial on how to do slow motion with Twixtor. This is the sort of thing that I'm going to be showing you how to do. Pretty cool, isn't it? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead, open up After Effects, new composition, 11 seconds long, 59.94 frames per second, and we'll name this Twixtor. Twixtor tutorial. Click OK. And then we're going to import our clip. This is AK-47 on high rise. It's a different clip to the one I showed you, but still the same principle. Go ahead and drag our clip into the timeline. Resize this a little bit. There we go. And what you want to do is see this film reel clip, the frame blending button here, this one right there. You want to make sure that that's clicked, because that's kind of the key to getting smooth slow motion, because what it will do, it will blend the frames in between frames, if you know what I mean. So it will create super smooth slow motion. And then once that button's clicked, you want to go to layer, frame blending, and turn pixel motion on. So you can see now we've got pixel motion on and that button clicked there. And then what you want to do is Twixtor 4.5, and you'll get a bunch of controls and settings here. A majority of it you can play around with, but a majority of it you don't really need to mess about with. So we're gonna go here, and you see here 59.97 frames per second. So we're going to go input frame 59.97 frames per second, because that's what my footage is. And if you've got, say, like dazzle clips, dazzle clips won't work on this. It will look really bad. I mean, usually dazzle clips are like, I think 30 frames per second, and you do need 60 frames per second to do this sort of slow motion stuff. And then what you want to do is we'll drop down this, go to Effects, Twixtor 4.5, and then Output Control, and then we're going to set a keyframe. Click this stopwatch for speed at 100, and then we'll move forward a few frames to where we want the slow motion to start. So I want the slow motion to start about here. So I'll add another keyframe. We'll move forward a few frames, about there, yeah. And then we'll drop the speed down to about, we'll say 3. Yeah, 3 is alright. Click enter. And then we'll move forward some frames. We'll go about there, yeah, and then add another keyframe. So from this keyframe to that keyframe is all slow motion there, and then we'll move forward a couple of more frames and then make it 100 back to normal speed. So it goes normal speed, slow motion, and then back up to normal speed. And you can see here, because we've stretched the clip out, it ends a bit earlier than what we want it to. So to solve that, we're going to go to Layer, Time, Enable Time Remapping. I mean, there might be other ways to doing this, but this is just the way that works for me, and goes with a lot of stuff. this might not be the way that you do it, but this is just the way that I do it and the way that it works for me. So once we've added the layer enable time remapping, that just allows us to stretch the clip out so that you can see it carries on after we've stretched the clip out. And that's basically all you need to do. I mean, you can play around with the motion sensitivity but to be honest, it looks pretty good as it is. And Twixtor won't work on all clips. This won't work on every single clip you've got. You need to try and find a clip with not much motion in, if you know what I mean. Because if you've got a clip with too much motion in it, you'll start to see that the blurriness and the warping and the distortion effect that I'm sure you've all seen before. So you need to try it, trial and error. A lot of it is trial and error, finding the best clip, finding the best settings that work for you. But this is just a rough estimate guide to give you the sort of a starting point, if you know what I mean. So here's what we've got so far. Yeah, you can see there's virtually no distortion or motion blur whatsoever. I mean, there is a tiny little bit, but for the majority it looks pretty good. And on this clip you'll see that I haven't added the colour correction or the no light factor that I did on this clip. But I'm sure you can have a play about with the colour corrections and the lighting and stuff for yourself. So yeah, thanks for watching the tutorial. I hope it helped you. If you've got any questions about Twixtor or any of my editing or anything like that, just head over to my channel, send me a message. I'll be happy to help you. And thanks for watching. See you later.